Hello everyone, welcome to another how to solve a SQL interview question video. For this video, we're going to learn how to solve an interview problem from LinkedIn. The question is called risky projects. So I briefly went through the question and I would say the difficulty is actually above medium. Based on my own experience, I'll probably rate this problem between medium and hard. Alright, so let's look at the description here. We need to identify projects that are at risk for going over budget. A project is considered to be over budget if the cost of all employees assigned to the project is greater than the budget of the project. You need to prorate the cost of the employees to the duration of the project. For example, if the budget for a project that takes half a year to complete is $10,000, then the total half-year salary of all employees assigned to the project should not exceed $10,000. Salary is defined on a yearly basis, so be careful how to calculate salaries for the projects that last less or more than 1 year. I'll put a list of projects that are over budget with their project name, project budget, and prorated total employee expense. Run it to the next dollar amount. So we need to run it to the nearest integer. And here we have a hint. To make it simpler, consider that all year have 365 days. You don't need to think about leap years. And for this problem, we're given three tables. Project table, employee projects, and employees. All right, so let's look at the table here. For the project table, we have project ID, title, budget, start dates, and end dates. I'm assuming that employee project is going to be a reference table. Okay, yeah. So it's going to be a reference table to link employee and projects, these two tables together. So you can see this as a bridge table. So that means that employee is going to contain the employee's information, like employee ID, first name, last name, salary. Alright, so the key to solve this problem is to figure out the joins. Alright, so let me look at the description real quick. So we need to make sure that a project is considered to be over budget if the cost of all employees assigned to the project is greater than the budget of the project. Okay, so I think I know how to solve this problem. So first, let's insert the select statement. So we know the output is going to be a list of projects that are over budget. So from the project table, we're given the budget. And it looks like we have a unique list of projects. All right, so that's okay. Okay, that means we can use projects table as the base because we just need to figure out for each project based on the employees assigned to a particular project. So for example, let's say these two employees are assigned to project 1 and we're given a start date and the end dates. So based on the days of duration of the project, we need to take the total employee salaries and prorate it based on the duration divided by 365 days. So let's do project as project, PLJ. Then we need to link to the employee projects table. And let's name the table as reference. If the project ID is equals to project ID. Then we can, so here I forgot the join. Then we can join to the employees table using the employee projects table. And let's call this as EMPL. empl.id is equals to reference the employee ID, emp ID. And that means that let me change this to emp just to be consistent. All right, so I'm going to select all the columns from all the tables. Actually, I don't need to return the columns from the reference table. And here I have a invalid column name. Let's see. There's no project ID. Okay. And this should be ID, not project ID. All right, so we now have a base table. Now I want to use CTE to solve this problem. Let's call the CTE as data set. And I want to return the columns that I'll be using. Do we need to return project? Okay, we do need to return project name. So I only want to return columns that I'll be using. Start dates, end dates, and we don't need project ID. All right, so from the employee table, we need the employee salary. Oh. And I forgot the budget. Now, from this table here, I'm going to solve the problem in multiple steps. I want to figure out after I prorate the salary from each employee, I want to insert a calculation to return the prorate salary based on the day duration. Oh, not day duration, the project duration. So let's do this. So I'm using SQL Server as the database system, but in other database systems, it should be pretty similar. In SQL Server, there's a function called datesDiff. And the function takes three parameters. The first parameter is going to be the unit of the result. In this case, I want to return day total days. I'm going to insert letter D as the unit. Then it's going to be start dates and the end dates. And it's going to be day difference. And once we have the day difference, we can take this divided by 365 days. And it's going to be the percentage times salary is going to be the prorated salary. So I'll take this times salary. And let me take a look. And I need to run it to the next dollar amount. Okay, so let's do this. So this is going to be step 2, which is to create another table that's going to contain the prorated salary number. And I'll name the city as prorated calculation. Now at this point, what we need to do here is we need to sum the prorated salary from each employee assigned to a particular project. And it should be prorated salary. All right, so let me do a check. Okay, that's correct. Basically, we need to take, we need to return the project name, project budget, and we need to sum the prorated salary. And we need to run it to the nearest integer. And let's call this as total expense from prorated calculation. And because we're doing aggregation, so we need to group by the fields. And it's going to be title and budget. Oh, I have a typo. And that's going to return the project name, project budget, and the total expense based on prorated employee salary. Now we need to figure out which project is going to be over budget. In that case, we can take the sum function because we're doing the comparison using the calculation from the sum function here. So we need to use the having clause is greater than the budget. Now, just to double check, I don't think we need to sort the table or anything. Just to make sure, every single record here, the budget is going to be less than total expense. Now everything looks good, so I'm going to click on check solution. And it failed. Let's see. So here we have 62,842. Okay, I see, I know why, because the rounding is causing the issue. 52,869. And because we need to round it to the next dollar amount, and this is my mistake. So here I should not be using round function. I should be using ceiling function. And that should fix the issue. All right, so let me try again. Okay, so yeah, that was indeed the issue. So my mistake was that I used the round function to round it to the nearest integer. All right, so this is going to be everything I'm going to cover for this video, and hopefully you guys find this video useful. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.